All right, we've got several things that we're pretty excited about at SHOT Show this year that we're introducing. There's a couple products that I want to show. Everybody's familiar with the Elander magazines, the Elander steel AR-15 magazines. This year at SHOT Show, with the same heavy gauge steel quality, the same KTL coating that will withstand a 96-hour salt spray test with no signs of damage, we have 1911 magazines. One thing about this 1911 magazine that's different than most magazines you see is you can see there's a seam up the back of the magazine. Now, all pistol magazines are welded along the back of the magazine. The technology that's used to weld most magazines requires the weld to be ground after the magazine is manufactured. That results in a back wall of the magazine that's thinner than the other sides of the magazine, and it results in a weld that is thinner yet. And so the weakest part of a pistol magazine is usually the back of the magazine where it's been ground. These new Elander magazines, available with a polymer floor plate or a steel floor plate for the 1911, use a laser weld. The laser weld is actually the strongest part of this magazine. These magazines have been crushed to the point where they cracked along the front, and the weld in the back cannot be broken. So it gives really good, strong magazines. They have the same KTL coating that the rifle magazines have, a stainless follower. Really nice magazines. So we're really excited about introducing these. We're going to get these out to some of the competition shooters and let them run them, and see where we go from there. A second product that we have that we're excited about this year, everybody's familiar with the Frontline holsters. Frontline builds really great Kydex holsters. A lot of different kinds of duty holsters, some really innovative types of retention systems. But one thing that we've noticed is there's a lot of people, even law enforcement officers, who have to buy their own equipment, who are not willing to pay for a quality holster. We see people all of the time who are running cheapo nylon holsters. Some of these holsters will actually cause a pistol to fire when the pistol's reholstered because they're not stiff enough. We also see people buying inexpensive molded polymer holsters. The problem with molded polymer holsters is they break. Everybody knows that with a molded polymer holster, if you grab the pistol and pull, you'll either break the holster here, you'll pull the screws or rivets through the polymer, or you'll break the belt system here, and you can pull the pistol off. Many, many times on ranges, people have used their polymer holster for a while, will go to reholster their pistol, they put their pistol in the holster, and the holster breaks off of the belt, and they have a useless holster. But, unfortunately, people are still running these holsters because they're inexpensive. So a good Kydex holster usually runs about $50. What we have here is a holster that looks identical. It looks like a Kydex holster. The surface texture is nice. From casual observation, it looks like the same holster. What we'll see is that the material is a little bit thicker. It starts out thin and becomes thicker up towards the top. This is actually a molded polymer holster. Retail on this holster is about $20. For those who are familiar with some of the other brands of molded holsters, this holster is quite different. The polymer material was chosen specifically for this application. So I would challenge you to find any molded polymer holster that you can do this with. Doesn't break, returns to the same shape. It's almost as strong as a Kydex holster for those people that won't pay for the quality. We don't worry about competing with the higher quality polymer or Kydex holsters because those people who are willing to pay for the quality of Kydex are still going to buy Kydex because they want that quality. For the people that are on a budget, for the gun stores that are really struggling to be able to afford to carry a full line of holsters, this provides an alternative that's a quality holster. It's a safe holster, and it's still at the same price point as a molded polymer holster.
And then plug your website with more products and information.
For more information on any Mako products, the Fab Defense line, the Meprolite night sights and optics, Frontline holsters, you can go to www.themakogroup.com.